Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. It is Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. Today's puzzle is by Jason Reich, who I believe has contributed a small number of puzzles to the New York Times. It being a Tuesday, we're expecting some reasonably straightforward fill and hopefully not too tricky theme. Let's dive right in for today, Tuesday, December 16th, a puzzle by Jason Reich. Library acquisition, and we already see a potential revealer down in the lower right corner here. I mean, I want to say book. That's kind of the easy answer, but let's see if it is or not. Insta and Snap are both examples of apps, phone apps, applications. Start, begin. I mean, it could be a number of things, but I'm just going to dump that in. Roughly equivalent to, about, around, circa. I don't know. Homie, dude. I don't like that. Don't like those crossings. Yeah. Maine to Florida highway. I-5 maybe? Would that work? What shares a key with the open bracket on a keyboard? Well, let me look and see. I guess it's the number 9. Reason to buy a magazine. I should have tried to do that without looking. But anyway, reason to buy a magazine, perhaps. And this also seems to be theme related. Reason to buy a magazine, perhaps. Cover image. Hockey feints. Deeks, they are called. Genesis or Yes are both examples of bands. Many a character in the Grapes of Wrath. Many a character. I don't know what that means. Barnyard sound could be an oink. Prepare to be knighted could be kneel. Roughly equivalent to. Akin to? Is this an okie? I'll have to look up what that is. Epitome of simplicity. ABC, maybe? Easy as ABC. Lead the way. It looks like it might be pave the way, which is not quite the same thing. Glossy finishes could be satins. Why don't I see what this homie is going to be? What about this long one? Genre for Genesis or Yes, informally. I don't know. I want like psychedelic or something like that, but I don't know. Active is an enthusiastic sort. Active and enthusiastic sort. Approximately. Oh, maybe this doesn't begin. If approximately. Maybe it's not I-5 either. Memo heading. I don't like any of these. Memo heading could be attention or in Ray. Grammy-winning R&B artist whose stage name is said to be having been inspired by The Matrix. R&B artist. Oh, okay. Approximately. Active, enthusiastic sort. Maine to Florida highway. Prefix with cache or tag. These could be a geocache or a geotag. Memo heading could be in Ray. I-9 maybe? I mean, this could be begin then. Neo. Easily found on the internet. Say. Is this like ENV, like environ? There's nothing to indicate that this should be French, though. I don't know what's going on here. Like someone who knows everything about a niche subject, maybe. Name on a prestigious award. Well, that could be about anything. Nobel, maybe Alfred Nobel. Mike in Breaking Bad, for example. I don't know. What is this? C-suite types. Execs. Corner suite types. Golden Age studio known for many Astaire and Rogers films. I don't know. Oh, cover story. Maybe this is not satins. Sheens, maybe? Glossy finishes, sheens. Cover story. So this would be Neo like that. In Ray works. This is not I9 after all. Maybe this is not even begin. Although this is easily found on the internet. It could be Googleable. I won, but then what? How does this work? Oh, approximately could be EST, an estimate, estimated. Something odd. Is this a bruh? Bruh? This does look like it's going to be pave the way. Again, not quite the same thing as lead the way, but like someone, oh, right. Something is still not right here. Prog rock, that's what I want. Not psychedelic rock, but progressive rock, okay. Geeky, so RKO here. And this is gonna be a busy B, okay. US 1, oh, okay. Got it, highway number 1, fine. Okay, that took me a while, but goodness, I'm finally, I think, finally out of that corner. Words of communal support. Be safe. We care, maybe, okay. This is gonna be an ex-cop or an ex-con. Again, I don't know, there's an oboe here, orchestra tuning instrument. Mike in Breaking Bad, for example, either an ex-cop or an ex-con. Maybe ex-cop, let's try that. Neighbor of a Slovene, a Croat. Neighbor of someone from Slovenia, someone from Croatia. Air travelers info, ETA. Estimated time of arrival. Take it easy, could be see ya. Turnabout, they say. Turnabout. I don't know in what sense they mean that. Mournful cries could be wails. Pay taxes via the internet. E-file your taxes. And penalty and monopoly. Penalty. Government IDs, probably social security numbers. Oh, rent is your penalty in monopoly. Is this fair play, turnabout? One in a box at the theater. Well, what kind of box? Groundbreaking 1988 Japanese animated action film. Oh. Shallow boat with a square stern. A skiff? Is this Akira? Disgusting could be gross. Person in hot pants could be a liar, pants on fire. Places could be areas, maybe. You might heave a big one, excuse me, is a sigh. Last stop before security, often. Bag check? Maybe. Cancel as a space launch. Abort mission. It may be blonde or pale. These hair, but also ales. Procrastinator's mantra is later. I'll do it later. Texters, then again, you could say OTOH on the other hand. Brother to Groucho. Oh, I need to know all the Marx brothers here. I can't think of it. What someone seeking validation might need. An ego boost or something. Negligent. Remiss. Ego massage. That could work. Tiny amount could be a trace. Chico marks. Tranquilizes. Drinks served at fountains. Sodas from a soda fountain. Artist notes for his impossible staircases is M.C. Escher. Symbol of divine authority in hieroglyphics. Divine authority. Oh, a sedates for tranquilizes. Does look like an ego massage here. Down Underland abbreviated is Australia. Words before a date. A date. Do we mean what kind of date? Tentative greeting. Hi. Aw shucks, you could say OG. Date. Lord's lands could be fiefs. Oh, it could be as of a certain date. The IBM Simon personal computer is considered the world's first one. Smartphone. An ASP, a symbol of divine authority. Computer acronym since the 1960s is ASCII. I do not remember what it stands for, so I'm going to have to look that up. The Hawkeye State looks like Iowa. Decorative picture is a ewer. Hospital hotspots, the ERs, emergency rooms. Tails on could be rats on. One in a box at the theater. What is this? Raisinette? Oh! Like a snack that you might eat at the theater, at the cinema. I thought it was spelled TTE, but maybe not. Inventor Nikola is Nikola Tesla. Grab control of is to seize. Wacky is zany. Ryan and Adams of Hollywood are both Amy's. Amy Ryan, Amy Adams. To give temporarily is to lend. Couple in gossip are an item, a hot item. And show extreme fandom for in slang is to stan. After one across, shelf accessories or what can be placed around the halves of 18, 36, 45, 62 across to make new phrases. Well, it's going to be ends. Let's take a look at what that means. Around the halves. Oh, after one across. Bookends. Oh, I see. Around the halves. Shelf accessories to make new phrases. Storybook. Book cover. Checkbook. Book bag. Okay, yeah, I think, okay, so you're adding book to the ends, I think is what you're doing. So book cover or storybook, or book bag or checkbook, or book fair or playbook, or book smart or phone book. I think that's what it means. What can be placed around the halves? Yeah, you're basically placing book, the word book, as bookends to these other phrases and making two new phrases in the meantime, in the process, I should say. I think that's what, it's not, I don't think it's explained very well. Although I'm not sure how I would better explain it. After one across, shelf accessories. I would say with one across, maybe not, because actually, yeah, no, you'd have to say after, because with implies that this one is first. So after one across, shelf accessory. Okay, fine. But this, or what could be placed, kind of implies that you're placing both words, and you're not. You're just placing maybe, or how you might place one across around these to make two new phrases or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we get the idea, I suppose. I would not have thought there. Yeah, there's also some clues that are making me raise my eyebrow a little bit. Homie is a little weird for bra. or sorry, bra is a little weird for homie. I mean, bra is most often used, I thought, not like you can't, not in a third party sense, but in a speaking directly to someone, calling them bra sense. Whereas homie can be used, it can be used in that sense, but more often used in a third party sense. I feel like this, I mean, I don't know about this in the sense that I don't know how these highways are sort of commonly colloquially called, but I've never heard a highway called US and then a number. But maybe it is, and maybe this is like not an interstate. Maybe it's a different kind of highway. I'm gonna have to look that up. This seems a little weird to me. To lead the way and to pave the way, those meanings can overlap in a very specific sense, but to lead the way has a much broader meaning. And usually in something like this, you don't have something with such a broad meaning clue in the clue and then something with such a specific meaning. To pave the way, meaning to sort of really carve out a path for, not just to lead, but to break through barriers. It's a little bit odd. I have to look up RKO. I have to look up, I'm not going to look this up. I sort of figured out what that could be. Person in hot pants is a fun clue for a liar. Blonde or pale is a good bit of misdirection for an ale. I'll have to look up Akira too. I mean, I'm familiar with Akira Kurosawa, the director, but this seems to be the name of a film that I'm not familiar with. What else? A turnabout. I'll have to look up that phrase as well. Not sure about that. I have to remember what ASCII stands for. Neo, I kind of like sort of vaguely am familiar with, but I'll see what that's all about as well. And I think the rest of it was kind of okay. So that's our puzzle for Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. I'm also going to try and do the Sunday puzzle today. We'll see if I get around to that. But in the meantime, if you liked this solve, please do give it a thumbs up. If you want to know when I'm posting next, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know about all these things that I don't know about, check this video description after I've posted it, and hopefully a lot of the information will be there. But that's all for today. Thanks for joining me on Crosshatch Puzzles. We'll see you next time. Cheers.